today's Real Reviews, we're rewinding time and revisiting a lost gem of independent cinema, Compensation, the groundbreaking 1999 film from director Zeinabu Irene Davis, newly restored and re-released in 2021 and available for the first time in 2025. This film isn't just a work of art, it's a cultural artifact, a quiet revolution in Black cinema that explores disability, love, history, and loss through a dual narrative that's as bold in form as it is tender in feeling. Compensation tells two parallel love stories set 80 years apart in Chicago. In one, a young deaf woman and a hearing man fall in love in 1910. In the other, two modern day characters, again, one deaf, one hearing, explore connections in the shadow of modern day challenges. Both couples are played by the phenomenal Michelle A. Banks and John Earl Jelks, and both stories are marked by looming era specific threats: tuberculosis in the past, AIDS in the present. The emotional through line here is devastating. Love may be timeless, but so are the barriers, systemic, social, and personal, that try to pull people apart. The film's structure is bold. The early 20th century story is presented like a silent film. Title cards, archival photographs, and hauntingly poetic atmosphere that immerses you in another time. Meanwhile, the contemporary story feels immediate and intimate, captured in grainy black and white like a home video set to a jazz score. Davis is meticulous in how she weaves these threads, not just as narrative, but in emotion. One story echoes the other, like call and response across time. Now let's talk performances. Banks, a deaf actress, is simply stunning, luminous, grounded, and emotionally layered. She carries both Melody and Malika with strength and sensitivity. And Jelks, who you may have seen recently in Exhibiting Forgiveness, reminds us here that his talents has been burning quietly for decades. Together, they anchor the film in something deeply human. And here's the powerful behind the scene note: the film was not originally written with deafness at its core. Davis restructured the film after meeting Banks, making Compensation not only a rare portrayal, of Black deaf life, but a story shaped around it rather than simply adding it in. The film's title comes from a Paul Laurence Dunbar poem, which is featured in the film and serves as a spiritual compass. The idea of give and take, of joy and sorrow existing in tandem, is embedded in every frame. Now, here's the kicker: Compensation was actually shot back in 1993, finished in 1999, and then largely disappeared due to lack of distribution. It wasn't until 2021 when the film was lovingly restored, but it returned to theaters and finally began reaching the audience it always deserved. This is the kind of film you just don't watch. You discover it, you feel it, and you carry it with you. It's about love, yes, but also about legacy, language, and what it means to be seen in a world that too often looks away. I gave this film an A minus, not because it's flashy, but because it's fearless and it's quiet. It's the kind of film that lives not only in streaming charts, but in hearts, classrooms, and conversations. That's it for this edition of Real Reviews. For more reflections on Black cinema, past and present, head over to thefilmgordon.com and follow us at Film Gordon on all social platforms. I'm Tim Gordon. Until next time, keep it real and keep it real. Peace. I'm out.